The Path of the Cracked Pot. Long ago, in a village atop a high hill, there lived a merchant who employed a humble water-bearer. Every day the water-bearer would descend the steep, winding path to the river below, filling two large clay pots with water and carrying them back on a sturdy wooden pole balanced across his shoulders. One of the pots was perfectly intact, never spilling a single drop. The other, however, had a crack running down its side. By the time the water-bearer reached the top of the hill, half of the water in the cracked pot had leaked out. The perfect pot was proud of its ability to serve its purpose without fault, while the cracked pot was ashamed. It saw itself as defective, a burden rather than a useful vessel. One morning, as the water-bearer was setting off on his daily journey, the cracked pot finally found the courage to speak. "Master," it began hesitantly, "I am so sorry. Each day you work tirelessly to carry water, yet because of me, half of it is wasted. I'm not as strong or as capable as the other pot. I'm nothing but a failure." The water-bearer listened patiently, a gentle smile forming on his weathered face. "Today, as we return to the merchant's house, I want you to observe the path carefully," he said. Puzzled but obedient, the cracked pot did as it was told. As the water-bearer climbed the hill, the pot noticed something it had never seen before. On its side of the path, a brilliant array of wildflowers bloomed in vibrant colors. Sunflowers, daisies, and marigolds swayed gently in the breeze. The other side of the path, however, remained barren and dry. When they reached the top of the hill, the water-bearer paused and addressed the pot with a knowing look. "Did you see the flowers?" he asked. "Yes," the pot replied, still uncertain of the meaning behind the question. "I have always known about your crack," the water-bearer said kindly, "and I took advantage of it. I scattered seeds along your side of the path, knowing that each day as we walked, you would water them. Thanks to you, these flowers have grown, brightening the path and bringing joy to all who pass by. Without your so-called flaw, this path would be dull and lifeless." The cracked pot was astonished. All this time, it had seen itself as broken, unaware that its imperfection had nurtured something beautiful. No longer feeling inadequate, the pot embraced its unique contribution to the world. Years passed, and travelers who visited the village marveled at the colorful flowers lining the path to the merchant's house. Some took seeds home, planting their own gardens, unknowingly spreading the legacy of the cracked pot. The water-bearer continued his daily routine, carrying his two pots up and down the hill, but now the cracked pot did so with pride. And so, the cracked pot learned a valuable truth, that imperfections are not always flaws. Sometimes, what we perceive as weakness is simply a different kind of strength, shaping the world in ways we never expect. A lesson in imperfection. We all carry our own cracks, insecurities, failures, fears. But just like the cracked pot, our perceived shortcomings may be the very things that bring beauty into the world. Instead of hiding or resenting them, we should learn to embrace them, for they might just be watering the flowers of someone else's life. The next time you doubt yourself, remember the cracked pot and its journey. You too have a purpose, even if it is not yet clear to you. Your cracks might just be the reason flowers bloom where there were none before.